friend. Welcome back to Your Body Speaks, where we decode the hidden messages your body sends you every single day. I am your host, Dr. Brook, and today we are talking about a symptom that most people ignore or even laugh off: yawning. This is episode 4 of season 2, and we're asking the big question: what is your body trying to release without words? You're probably thinking, I'm just tired, or that meeting was boring, or I just need more sleep. But what if that yawn was your body trying to release something that words couldn't? What if that moment you tried to stifle is actually your nervous system whispering, please help me regulate, please help me breathe? Most of us dismiss yawning as simple fatigue or boredom, but yawning is actually one of your nervous system's most sophisticated tools for regulation, for release, and for reset. And when you can't stop yawning, especially when you're not tired, your body is trying to tell you something extremely important. Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of nervous system regulation and unconscious tension patterns through the lens of bodyOS framework and the 4 pillars: physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental. Because yawning isn't just one thing, it's a complex signal that touches every aspect of your being. And when we understand it through this integrated approach, we can finally decode what your body is really trying to tell you. Let's start with the physical foundation, because if your body's basic needs aren't met, everything else becomes difficult. There are several physical causes of excessive yawning that often go unchecked, and addressing these first can make a huge difference. First thing, oxygen deprivation. When your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, it triggers a yawn to pull in a deep breath. This often happens when we're breathing shallowly, especially during stress. Your rib cage gets tight, your diaphragm doesn't move fully, and your body has to force a bigger breath through yawning. The second one, low stomach acid. This one surprises most people, but your body can actually respond to poor digestion, especially low stomach acid, by triggering yawns. Why? Because when your body is under stress trying to break down food, yawning helps regulate the nervous system and can stimulate the vagus nerve to support digestive function. Now, the third one, blood sugar imbalances. A sudden drop in your blood sugar can make your body feel weak, foggy, or unstable. You may yawn as your body tries to cope with the energy crash, even without realizing what's happening. And another one, that nervous system overload. Yawning helps reset your vagus nerve, the very nerve that tells your body we're safe now. When your nervous system is overwhelmed, yawning becomes a natural reset button. So if you're yawning throughout the day, start here. Check your breathing. Are you taking shallow chest breaths or deep belly breaths? How's your digestion? Are you eating regularly to maintain stable blood sugar? These physical foundations matter more than you think. Now, here are some immediate physical supports you can try. Add trace minerals or a pinch of sea salt to your water for better hydration. Practice deeper breathing. Try inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8 seconds. And here's a simple digestive support. Rub just below your left breast, right along your rib cage, for about 30 seconds to help stimulate your digestive system. Now, here's what's fascinating. Even when we address all these physical factors, some people still find themselves yawning excessively. That's when we need to look deeper into an emotional layer. Yawning is communication. It's not just physiological, it's emotional. Your body uses yawning to process what you cannot process with words, to release what feels too big or too unsafe to express directly. Think about when you yawn most frequently. Is there an emotion you haven't fully processed? Suppressed frustration that you've been carrying around? Grief that has never had a proper outlet? Nervous energy that you've bottled up because you didn't know what to do with it? Your body is incredibly intelligent. And when emotions get stuck, when you can't cry, can't scream, can't shake off the stress, yawning becomes one of the ways your nervous system tries to create movement to soften that emotional edge. I worked with someone who was constantly yawning during family gatherings, not because she was tired, but because she was holding back so much. Years of family dynamics where she felt like she couldn't speak her truth, couldn't express her real feelings, couldn't set the boundaries she needed. Her body found yawning as a way to release some of that pent up emotional energy. And what we discovered was so profound. When she started expressing herself more authentically, having real conversations instead of surface ones, setting gentle boundaries, allowing herself to feel her emotions fully instead of pushing them down, that excessive yawning decreased dramatically. Your emotions need movement. They need expression. We don't want them trapped in the body. And when you constantly swallow your words, when you smile when you want to cry, when you stay quiet when you want to speak up, that energy has to go somewhere. And sometimes it comes out as yawning. So here's what you can try. The next time you find yourself yawning repeatedly, ask yourself, what are you feeling that you haven't acknowledged? What would you say if you could say anything without consequences? What emotion is asking for attention? You don't have to act on it immediately, but acknowledging what's there can be incredibly relieving. Try shaking or gentle movement to help your stuck emotions move through your body. Use journaling to explore what might be happening emotionally before the yawning started. And as a quick, shameless plug, I have created a free My Body's Whisper journal to help you really navigate and move through these and ask proper questions when you're doing that journaling. And remember, there are no wrong emotions. Anger, sadness, frustration, fear, they're all valid parts of this human experience. It's just the way we learn to deal with them and walk them out. Now, let's talk about mental overload because this is huge in our current world. Is your brain constantly running, scrolling endlessly through feeds, juggling multiple decisions, analyzing everything, trying to keep track of countless details and responsibilities? I get it. That yawn might be your body's way of saying, I need less input. I need a break. I need space to process what's already here. We live in an age of unprecedented mental stimulation. Your nervous system wasn't designed for that amount of information we process daily. Every notification, every decision, every piece of input requires mental energy. And when your brain gets overwhelmed, yawning becomes a natural reset button, forcing a pause, creating a moment of stillness. Pay attention to when your yawning increases. Is it after long screen sessions during busy, chaotic days when you're trying to make multiple decisions at once, when you're consuming too much news or social media? Your body is literally trying to create breathing room in your mental space. And here's what's interesting, yawning forces a moment of presence. You can't really yawn while multitasking, it demands a pause, a breath, a moment you're not doing anything else. Your body might be creating these forced breaks because you're not taking voluntary ones. So, here are some mental support strategies. Set boundaries around your input. Turn off screens for 1 full hour every evening. Give yourself 10 minutes of silence with your eyes closed. No thinking required, just being. Try grounding affirmations like, it's safe to slow down. I don't need to figure it all out right now. God's got me. Practice what I call mental decluttering. Just like you might clean out a messy room, sometimes your mind needs space to organize and process what's already there. Yawning might be your body's way of saying, stop adding more. Let me work with what we have. And when we create space mentally, something beautiful often happens. We become more available to the deeper wisdom that's always present, but often gets drowned out by the mental noise. And this brings us to the spiritual dimension of yawning. Here's something very beautiful about yawning that most people never consider. Sometimes yawning happens in stillness. You finally sit down after a busy day. You pause in prayer or meditation. You're in the moment of quiet reflection, and then your body lets out a long, slow yawn. This isn't fatigue, it's surrender. It's your body's way of letting go, of releasing the need to control, of softening into trust. And I believe there's something sacred about yawning. It's involuntary. You can't force a real yawn, and you can't easily stop one once it starts. In that way, it's like grace. It happens to you, through you, often when you most need it. And maybe yawning is your body's way of creating space for something bigger to move through you. An invitation to rest, not just physically, but spiritually. A reminder that you don't have to hold everything together by force of will alone. When you yawn in moments of stillness, what if your body is trying to say it's safe to let go now? You can stop holding on so tightly. You can trust that you've been held by something greater than your own efforts. This connects to the spiritual truth that your body was divinely designed. Every system, every response, every seemingly automatic function is part of an intricate design that knows how to regulate, heal, and restore itself. God did that. And yawning might be one of the ways that your body remembers its own wisdom. Try this. The next time you yawn, instead of apologizing or feeling embarrassed, take it as an invitation to pause. Place a hand over your heart and silently say, "Thank you, body, for this moment of release. Thank you, God, for this beautiful masterpiece you built for me. What do you need me to know right now?" Sometimes the answer will be practical: rest, boundaries, better nutrition. Sometimes it will be emotional: expressing feelings, having difficult conversations, releasing old hurts. And sometimes it will be spiritual: trusting more, controlling less, surrendering to the wisdom that's already present within you. So here's what I want you to remember: yawning isn't something to be embarrassed about or hide. It's your body's sophisticated way of seeking regulation, release, and reset across all the four pillars of your being. Start with the physical. Check your breathing, support your digestion, stabilize your blood sugar, honor the emotional. Ask what feelings need expression or acknowledgement. Address the mental. Create space, reduce overwhelm, allow for processing time, and embrace the spiritual. See yawning as an invitation to surrender and trust. If you want to dive deeper into tracking these body signals across all four pillars, grab my Body Whispers journal. It's specifically designed to help you decode what your body is trying to tell you. And check out my Talk to Me Body card deck: 63 cards written from the voice of your body to take you out of fear and into faith that your body was divinely designed. The question isn't how to stop yawning, it's how to honor what your yawns are trying to tell you. Your body's always speaking. The question is, are you listening? Next episode, we're diving into when your gut goes quiet, exploring constipation, bloating, and what truths you're holding in that need to move. Until then, listen to your body, trust its wisdom, and transform the way you care for your health. See you next time.